What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul. This is the Leeds Therapy. I do hope you're doing well. Thank you, as ever, for stopping by. On the screen, you will see my socials. If you give those a follow for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you ever so much. Mentioned it before, YouTube is screwing with the algorithms now, so shorts, for some reason, are getting prioritised. Long-form content is getting put to one side. The main reason, I think we can all probably summarise that the main reason for that is that you don't get paid as much for shorts as you would do for the long-form content that you do if you are a paid content creator. So the big thing, make sure your notifications are turned on so you get notified when my videos do come out. Like I said, my views on long-form content is down to about a fifth of what it was, whereas short-form content is absolutely flying, which is fine. So today we are talking about the absolute shit show that was Leeds and Burnley, or Burnley and Leeds, I should say. 2-0 loss in the end. When you look at it on paper, and I'm going to get into this, we couldn't finish our breakfast. You know, we had nearly 70% of the possession. Our XG was 1.68. Burnley's was 0.45. We created 4 big chances. Burnley created 1. Total shots, 4 for Burnley. 19 shots for us. Goalkeeper only manages to make 1 save. Their keeper makes 4. We had 5 corners. They had 1. They committed 10 fouls. We committed 7. 591 passes to their 286. Tackles, 14 and 14. Free kicks, 10 and 7. Yellow cards for us, 1. For them, 2. But none of that even mildly matters, because what's important is that we, as a team, haven't won the game. You can have all of the metrics that you like, you can do everything that you want to do and not win the game because of our incapability of putting the ball into the back of the net. I mean, Brendan Aronson not putting that shot in 30 minutes because he takes too long dilly-dallying over it and manages to allow the keeper to make a save. You've got Calvert-Lewin skying 1. You've got Harrison skying 1. You've got Bogle skying 1. You've got Goodmanson not getting it right. You've got Rodon heading straight at the keeper. It just... I'm going to say this, fair play to Burnley. They did what they needed to do to win the game. So, absolutely fair play to them. But they are a terrible side, an absolutely terrible side. And I have to say, when I saw the lineup at the start of the game, you know, I was very much, yeah, well, we've got to support the boys. But having Harrison and Aronson in 2025 as your attackers... It's just not acceptable. It isn't. I mean, look, Aronson was fine. He ratted around, did bits and pieces. He was probably the brighter of the two, but just not good enough. You've got Harrison that was away doing warm weather training, apparently. I don't know what kind of warm weather training he was doing, but maybe it might have been a better idea for him to have stayed at Ellen Road at Thorpe Arch and gone through some training. Maybe just spitballing. Maybe if Okafor hadn't gone to do some training or warm weather training with a fitness coach, he wouldn't have been injured. Who knows? But the absolute inability of Farke to change a formation to make it something more palatable for what we have available to us, it's starting to grate on me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. With that being said, that team that we had on the pitch was good enough to win that game. They just didn't. Out of 19 shots on target, only 4 of those shots are big chances. Only 4. And you win this game and you put a 7-point gap between us and Burnley. It's now down to 1. And now it turns into West Ham being an absolute must-win game. We now have an issue where it would appear that in terms of a plan B type scenario being available to us, It seems to be put all of our attackers on at once and hope that something comes from that. I have no idea why we're not playing currently a 3-5-2 formation. I've got no idea why we're not doing it. Or a 3-5-1-1 formation. No idea why we aren't doing it. And using Goodmanson, who had a good game today, who was good today. Again, he's been, for me, standout purchase of the summer. With Goodmanson and Bogle. Bogle was solid as well today. Goodmanson and Bogle, as wing-backs effectively, they're good enough to do it as far as I'm concerned. I've got a little bit of an issue with Stack at the moment. I thought he was at fault or for the second goal in particular, although Struijk has a tantamount of blame that comes onto that. He gives away a ridiculous pass. Walker fizzes past him. There's nothing you can do about it. He's not able to get back in time. And listen, the second goal was an absolute wonder strike. And fair play, it absolutely, just an absolute pinger of a goal. But we shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. We should be burying chances. Dan James looked fine when he came on. But I worry about the narrative sometimes that Farke comes out with. You look at that lineup and you think, right, where are the goals coming from? Because I ain't got a clue. Tanaka came on, he looked fine. Looked like he made a bit of a difference. So for me, Tanaka needs to start on Friday. Biol needs to start on Friday. That's 2 games in a row now where Struijk has made a couple of errors that have led to goals. If Dan James comes through his 30-minute cameo today, then he starts on Friday. End of story. He starts on Friday without a shadow of a doubt. We need to wait and see what's up with Okafor and whether or not he can be available, because I can't have Harrison on the left-hand side. He's been in and around relegation teams for like the last 4 years now. And, 1 goal and 0 assists last season tells you everything that you need to know. He is a person that you bring on to shore a game up at the end of a game. He's not there. He's not good enough. He just isn't good enough. Like I said, 2025, and we are starting with Harrison and Aronson as our main wingers. Yes, the board have something to blame on this one as well, but we have a manager who is being paid to manage and coach the team. And it seems to be that he is cemented to 4-3-3. It seems that his favourites are starting to show through again now, and he doesn't have the ability or doesn't have the want to change it to try and make it better for us. I mean, bringing Nemecha on and making Nemecha play off the left, why? There's literally no point. It makes no sense whatsoever at all. Just go for the 2 up top. Go for 3 at back. What have we got to lose? Nothing. And then to make it doubly almost annoying, we then have, let's see if I can find it. Berren's probably the best one to look at for this. So I looked at Berren's bits and pieces, and this is what Farke had to say. Went wrong in both boxes. Cannot have better stats than we did away from home today. Possession, shots, big chances, XG, corners. Even when Arsenal, Man City et al. Come here, they will not repeat that. Stats don't win you games. Burnley have just proved that point. Stop ferrying out the same lines constantly. It's ridiculous and it's beneath you. Had to be more switched on blocking the cross from Walker. Could have stepped out on the second goal earlier. Many aspects I liked. When you are 2-0 down away, your heads can drop, but we gave them nothing else in terms of effectiveness. They were the better side. That makes no sense. But we gave them the 2 goals that allowed them to win the game. Tactically, you kept everything exactly the same. You didn't change everything up. It wasn't, if plan A isn't working, move to a plan B. There isn't a plan B. If you go behind at this level, it's always hard. We have addressed, we want to return into clean sheet behaviour. Well, we're starting to ship goals now, and that's becoming more apparent over the last 3 games. Defending overall was good, allowed 1 chance before half-time. If you're always climbing the mountain, it's difficult. But the first goal, Stack completely lets his man run into doesn't follow his man in, so consequently Rodon's left in no man's land and doesn't see him coming. Second goal, Stack 5 yards away from the striker of the goal, from the scorer, and from 5 yards away from Loom, and it's looking at him as if to go, maybe I should get in on that. Do you think? What else did he have to say? There was not a clear connection from Brendan. Top save, but I would have preferred a different finish. I cannot blame him. It's not like he did not want to score. Maybe overexcited and keen to score the goal. Team needed to be calmer with their chances today. What he should have done is he should have hit it first time. For some reason, he decided to wait, and consequently side-footed it towards the keeper. We spoke about offence in the summer, have situation we have, so he's going on about what was going on, about the summer signings in particular, which just, we can't, yes, we all know that, we're aware of what went on in the summer, but your job is to coach the players. Coach the players to play a different scenario, to play something a little bit better. I just find it incredible. I find it incredible that we seem to be getting the same old tropes this time. There was one of the big things that's been lost for us at the moment is there is no aggression on the ball in terms of the press. You go back to the Everton game, you go back to the Newcastle game, how we were pressing, we were aggressive, we were on the ball. Even the Tottenham game you can take and say that we played all right in this game. This game we didn't. Yes, we created chances, but it's 19 chances and only 4 of those were big chances. We've got to be doing better. I mean, DCL was fine. He was knocking down balls, this, that, and the other. But you've got Harrison and Aronson on the wings. They're not going to create the big chances for him to do what he needs to do, which is to be a number 9 in the box. It's just not going to happen. So it's almost like playing him isn't going to benefit us. So why not maybe play a Pirro in that type of game? Because maybe Pirro would have been a bit better, a bit more industrious in terms of dropping a bit more for the ball and bringing other players on. I don't know. I'm annoyed. I'm specifically annoyed at Farke's comments. That's going to start to grate on me because statistics at this level don't mean shit. You could have 99% possession. You could have 99 shots on target to their 1 shot on target. If that 1% of possession and that 1 shot on target leads to them scoring a goal, it doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't matter. We need to look at different ways to coach the team to be able to play a different system. Our inability to adapt our system to what we have available to us at this moment in time is what is going to cost us overall. I don't want to say anything else because I don't want to get into the Farke out stuff and all of that kind of good stuff, but I'm annoyed at Farke's comments. I'm annoyed at the lineup. I'm annoyed that we didn't do enough. Fair play to Burnley. Like I said, they take their 3 points and they move on. It was what it was. We could have had a penalty without a keeper in and we wouldn't have scored today. That's just the way that it was. Yeah. I don't know what else to say other than Dan James needs to start, Biol needs to start. That's it. That's all I'm going to say on the situation. Luckily, we've got the game to come on Friday. It's at Ellen Road. It's under the lights. So hopefully things would be a little bit different than that. But we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see how it all kind of pans out and what the fallout is from it and everything. So, yeah. It's going to do it for this one, guys. If you've enjoyed it, not that you will, but like the video for me, please. Make sure you subscribe. Turn your notifications on. I will see you on the next one. Much love to you all. Don't stress too much. I've done enough of that already. I've had to build a wardrobe just to make myself feel better. Take care of each other and most importantly, take care of yourself. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.